When Rush announced the 50-something tour, fans expected a celebration of the band's legendary catalog, but as rehearsals got underway, whispers started spreading through the Rush community. Some songs reportedly weren't just being relearned, they were being reworked. Geddy Lee himself revealed that he and Alex Lifeson started with a list of about 45 songs before narrowing it down, spending months deciding which tracks still felt right and which needed a fresh approach. He even described the process as starting from scratch in many ways as they prepared music for the tour with drummer Anika Nilles. That raised an intriguing question: which Rush songs required the most attention behind the scenes? Today, we're looking at 3 songs that fans believe Geddy Lee may have significantly reworked for the 50-something tour. To be clear, Rush has never officially confirmed these songs were rewritten or rearranged. But based on interviews, rehearsals, and what appeared on stage, many listeners think these tracks received special treatment. And the first song on our list may surprise even longtime Rush fans. The first song, often mentioned by fans, is The Camera Eye from Rush's classic 1981 album Moving Pictures. Why this one? Because it has always been one of the band's most demanding songs. Stretching beyond 10 minutes, The Camera Eye features multiple sections, changing moods, and intricate instrumental passages that require perfect coordination between every musician. For years, the song appeared only occasionally in Rush performances. Bringing it back for the 50-something tour meant revisiting material that hadn't been a regular part of the band's live set for a long time. Geddy Lee has spoken about how the tour preparations involved carefully examining old songs to determine what worked best with the current lineup. With Anika Nilles bringing her own style and interpretation to the drums, many fans noticed subtle differences in feel and dynamics compared to classic Rush performances. But if The Camera Eye was a challenge, the next song may have required even bigger adjustments, and it carries a special place in Rush history. The second song frequently discussed by fans is Xanadu, originally released on A Farewell to Kings in 1977. Few Rush songs are as ambitious. Xanadu combines atmospheric introductions, complex time signatures, extended instrumental sections, and some of the most challenging bass and vocal work in the band's catalog. Over the years, Geddy Lee has acknowledged that certain Rush songs become more physically demanding as musicians get older. That reality made many fans wonder how Xanadu would be approached for the 50-something tour. When rehearsal footage and early performances surfaced, listeners noticed that some transitions felt tighter and more streamlined than earlier versions. There is no official confirmation that the song was rearranged, but many fans believe Geddy and Alex carefully refined portions of it to make the performance flow more naturally in a modern live setting. Still, even Xanadu wasn't the song that generated the most discussion. One legendary Rush epic seemed to spark more speculation than any other. That brings us to the song many fans place at the top of the list, Toots House in 112. More than just a song, Toots House in 112 is the centerpiece of one of Rush's most important albums. The full suite contains multiple movements, dramatic shifts in mood, and a storyline that unfolds across more than 20 minutes. Because of its length and complexity, Rush has often performed only selected sections in concert. As the 50-something tour setlist began taking shape, fans immediately wondered how much of 2:11:12 would be included and whether it would be adapted for the current lineup. The speculation grew because Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson repeatedly emphasized that they were not interested in simply recreating the past note for note. Their goal was to honor the music while allowing it to live and breathe in the present. And that philosophy may explain the biggest reason these songs felt different on the 50-something tour. What ties all 3 songs together is the presence of drummer Anika Nilles. From the beginning, Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson made it clear that Anika was not expected to imitate the late Neil Peart note for note. Instead, she was chosen because of her extraordinary technical skill, musical creativity, and ability to bring her own personality to the music. That approach naturally changed the feel of certain Rush classics. Even when the arrangements remained largely intact, subtle differences in groove, dynamics, and phrasing could make familiar songs sound fresh again. In interviews, Geddy has described the rehearsal process as one of exploration rather than simple repetition. The goal was not to build a museum piece, it was to create performances that felt alive in 2026. And that leads to the biggest question of all: were these songs truly reworked, or were fans hearing something even more interesting? In the end, the truth is that no official source has confirmed that the Camera Eye, Xanadu, and 21112 were extensively rewritten for the 50-something tour. The idea comes largely from fan observations, rehearsal reports, and the noticeable evolution that happens whenever great musicians revisit classic material. What we do know is that Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson approached the tour with tremendous care and respect for Rush's legacy. Rather than trying to freeze the music in time, they embraced the challenge of performing it as the artists they are today. That may be why these songs sparked so much conversation. Fans weren't just hearing old Rush classics, they were hearing decades of experience, fresh musical chemistry, and a new chapter in a story that began more than 50 years ago. And perhaps that's the real surprise. The most significant change wasn't necessarily in the songs themselves. It was in the way Geddy Lee, Alex Lifeson, and Annika Niels brought them back to life for a new generation of listeners. Which of these three songs do you think changed the most on the 50-something tour? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more Rush stories, deep dives, and music history.